Hey unicorn, how you doing? I'm just gonna cleanse the cards before we get going. I'm well, thank you. I'm rested. Hey Jean, I'm glad you found me here. I had to just start a new live stream. I was having issues with that scheduled one. So I'm glad that you found me. Hi Anne. Just cleansing the cards. I'm gonna try out a different deck. Hey Danny. This is the Modern Witch tarot deck. See how that's great, Jean. Thank you, Danny. Danny's like an unofficial moderator at this point. And Janavi as well. Hey Janavi. Great to have you here. I'm trying out a different deck today, so just see how you guys like it. Let me know. It's always fun sort of getting to know a new deck as well. Hey Judite. Thanks, Danny. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. It means a lot. Oh, hey Cameo. Long time no see. Great to connect to, Janavi. Right, so let's get going, guys. It's quite busy, so I want to get through as many people as I can. Usual, one question free. I'll just read that in order. If you'd like a guaranteed more in-depth, it's the one coffee, the link in the pinned comment. So let's get started. Like Danny said, if you could like the stream, that I'd really appreciate that. So Danny baby, one card message for me today from Spirit. Okay, so what does Danny need to know, Spirit, please? What message do you have for her today? Spirit, a message for Danny, please. Knight of Wands, Danny. So this is positive energy. This is movement. So it's encouraging you. I think this is kind of similar energy of what we had last time, but correct me if I'm wrong, but this is very much energy of to go for it, to kind of just move forward, yeah? Even if you haven't got all the information, or you kind of have missing information at the moment, kind of action is the priority, movement is the priority, getting things going. So this could be related to your business. If you like I say, action is the priority here. When we see wands, it's that fire energy. So inspiration, getting projects off the ground, reaching out to people if that's possible, not shying away from really kind of put yourself out there. The Knight of Wands charges in, even into like kind of unknown territory without maybe even all the skills or the knowledge, but they just kind of go for it anyway. like I say, fiery, warm energy. We've got the Magician at the bottom of the deck as well. So I believe this is you really kind of actively manifesting. So if you manifest as well, so you're taking action, what I have, yeah, exactly, where you can. I'm engaging more with my customers, which is new for me because I'm quite reserved. Okay. Yeah, I think like building a community and building relationships with your customers is really important, isn't it? Because they always say it's kind of how you, I don't obviously know what your business is, but that kind of interaction and how you leave someone, how they feel, the feeling that you leave with someone, makes them want to come back. That's good that you're not attached to the outcome, which is always the way with manifestations. The kind of less attached to the outcome that you can be, the better, the easier it can come to you. But keep on with that. So you've got that movement going and that momentum. Keep pushing, pushing, pushing. Are you a herbal wellness self-care business? Awesome. And do you promote online, Danny, as well? Share your link here if you've got a website or anything. Pop it in the chat. Okay. Moving on to the next question. We have Anne. Reneel texted me yesterday to check how I've been doing after our breakup. Wow. Okay. I'd like to know what his current feelings and intentions are towards me. Wanting to reconnect, Anne. Awesome, Danny. That sounds good. Yeah, that's true, Jean. Okay, Anne, so let's have a look at Reneel's, sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but let's have a look at their intentions and the fact that they've reached back out. What's going on there? Message regarding Reneel, please, Spirit. What are their intentions? I want to take this card. Seven of Pentacles. So this time apart, look, you've Empress energy. That's you, Jean. So they see you in this positive light, in this Empress energy. Empress brings a lot to the table, okay? Queen energy. Anne. Did I say Jean that? I meant Anne, sorry. Seven of Pentacles is, so in this kind of break that they've had, the Seven of Pentacles is about assessing. So I really think that they've been thinking on this, Anne, and they've been looking at what worked and what didn't. And I think really having a reassessment. So the intention, they want to come back in and I think have questions maybe, and maybe some regrets as well about the breakup, because they've had time to think and they've had time to assess maybe their behavior and the good stuff that you had between you. Can you see them kind of, this is it, and obviously gender doesn't apply here, but taking a step back, thinking and feeling, and this has kind of led them really to reaching back out to you. And maybe kind of second guess their actions, and they want to explore this a little bit further. So obviously how you respond to that, I don't know how that makes you feel, if that's something that you're open to, or you might feel like this isn't something that you want to revisit. But they kind of want to explore this further, is what I'm seeing, after they've had time to reflect. They may have had a change of heart. you're having some doubts about what they've done, okay, with regards to the breakup and their behaviour. So Jean, this is for you. Energy check-in, general, whatever you need to know right now. Absolutely. Jean, this is for you. What does Jean need to know right now, please, Spirit? Message for Jean, please, Spirit. Thanks, Jean. Ace of Wands. So this is an invitation. An ace is always about new beginnings. And Wands is ruled by the element of fire and is connected to what inspires us, our heart's desires. Okay, Jean? It's something that really gets us fired up and excited. Okay? Connected to our dreams, maybe dreams that you've had for a long time. Okay, Jean? And this is again similar energy to what we saw with Danny with that wands. It's about kind of grasping the nettle. This is beginning wherever you can in this direction. Like, what is there something that's related to your passions that you would like to get going? And the ace to kind of start this beginning. You know, is it a relationship? Is it something to do with your career, like a side business? Or, you know, a main business. So whatever resonates when you think it's some shied away from or held back on, this is always with the wands. It's about just getting started and just taking movement and taking action wherever you can, however small it might feel. But it's about setting that intention and making that plan and taking that action in that direction. And it's not about stuff that's related to our head and what the shoulds. Yeah, something that you enjoy and, yeah, like I say, gets you inspired and makes you feel passionate. If that's something that you've done, that you've had in your mind for some time, this is a kind of encouragement and a green light just to start, let's say, however small, just to begin to take those first steps. Or I don't know if this side business, it might be something that you've dipped in and out of for a while, but to re-engage in that. Okay. I know that you're working, so just interacting when you can, Jean. Let's have a look at, so Janavi, this is for you. How would the rest of this year in terms of career? So let's see what's coming through. You're welcome, Jean. What's coming through for Janavi, please, for the rest of the year in regards to career, please, Spirit? I'm going to take that one. Oh, wow. The Sun card and the Star card at the bottom of the deck, Janavi. The Sun, I mean, it's the happiest card in the deck. Brightness, joy, happiness, maybe getting that outcome that you're looking for. I know that you're working on the application side of things. But it's a major arcana, okay? So this is significant energy. And the star is this wish coming true. So this is the promise to of long of like wish upon a star energy, wish coming true, keeping the faith, going with the flow as well. The star, sort of your connection to spirit, I think helping you through the ups and downs, but this overall arc of the sun of bringing joy and a lot of happiness in. Success as well, I'm kind of drawn to this. There's this little girl who is full of joy and happiness, and on a horse, which is feels like victorious. So some kind of victory that you're working towards as well, but feel like it is in alignment with this application process, because I feel like that's at the minute. I know this. Oh, yeah, yeah. Such a difficult time that, like you say, such an emotional time that you're in. Two very beautiful positive cards. You should take a screenshot of this so you can remember it in your phone. So the promise of hope, Janavi, and to keep working towards, you are making changes and going in a positive direction despite the difficult times that you've had. I think it's really admirable that you just keep going and keep pivoting, and you've kept things, you kept things moving, and you continue to do that. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I like to do that sometimes, and then it's just a little reminder when you're looking through your phone of that feeling that it gives you. Very welcome. Hey, Aniket. So Cameo, if you're still here, you want to know if this current guy that you're talking to will bring pain in my life. Wow, okay. Well, let's have a look at their intention. True for Cameo. This person's energy. Yeah, good idea, Janavi. Yes, you always see it. Okay, this person's energy. I feel like it's taken a long time to come through. Sorry. So I feel like this is, even though it's a queen, I feel like, it doesn't matter with these cards. I think all the people are female in this deck, actually, anyway. But I think this is their energy. Okay, so this is actually very positive. The Queen of Wands is someone who is really quite driven, who is, because it's queen energy as well. So this can be king or queen, like I say, it's genderless. But it's kind of like they know who they are. They are quite established in just knowing themselves, and maybe in the direction of life that they want to go in as well. And it's quite a fun energy that they bring with when we see wands, um, ruled by the element of fire. This may be very prominent in their chart. It's very like good fun energy when we see wands as well, and the element of fire that they it's really about that they have that ability to inspire others because they have a lot of enthusiasm. Can also indicate like a strong physical attraction cameo here as well, that is mutually going both ways. Um, I feel like this black cat, it can signify many things, but to me, it's like a lucky black cat here. So this is um, a positive thing that you've kind of crossed paths with this person. So I don't see any negative energy currently coming through for them. If that, I don't know if that's your intuition, they're giving you a red flag, but what spirit is, it feels it feels positive to me. They feel quite grounded in who they are, and that they've got something that they're bringing to the table, which is positive. Okay. Unicorn and rainbows. What does my higher self need me to know at this time? You're welcome, Cameo. Unicorn and rainbows. Give me a shout if you're here. What does your higher self want you to know? Thanks, Annika. Have I missed you, Annika? I'll do. Oh, I have. I'm sorry, Annika. I'll unicorns here. I'll just read unicorn and then Annika, I'll do yours too. Sorry about that. Hey, Anne. Okay, message for unicorn from their higher self. What do they want you to know right now? Three of Pentacles. This card is Unicorn Rainbows, is about working as a team, sort of not trying to do everything on your own. So whatever yours, because it's pentacles, so this can relate to work and money and that kind of the material, physical aspect of our lives. Okay, it can sometimes indicate with the three of pentacles that it's if there might be challenges or difficulties with colleagues, or it can even be in broaden it out to other relationships. So take what resonates with that. Um, and what it really is encouraging, spirit is encouraging you to do, or your higher self is asking you to do, is kind of, it's really in your benefit to find a way to work this out and work this through. And that it might feel like a compromise of for yourself. So this could be currently happening or it can be coming in the near future. Okay, so tell what resonates. If you recognize that it's here, or like I say, it could be coming through. Can talk about like some kind of conflict. Maybe someone has a very different viewpoint to you, or you find just an example, find yourself clashing with a colleague. They have a very different way of working. And this is about, spirit is saying to, even if it feels like a bit of a compromise, put that, the best thing for you even as well is to try and work it out and find a way to work together. And the goal is teamwork here, be that in a partnership, like a relationship, or like I say, something broader than that, family, colleagues, a group situation, whatever resonates there. So Annika, guys, if you could drop me a like, I would really appreciate if you could just like the live stream if you're enjoying it. A card from Seneca. Is this those Seneca's feelings, Aniket, towards you? Is that- If this is a love connection or okay. Seneca's feelings towards Aniket, please. Or Sanika. Sorry, pronunciation again. Their feelings towards you. This just came here. Queen of Wands. Again, very positive energy. Talks about there being a strong attraction here. This is all about feeling inspired, the element of fire. So, this person as well, the Queen of Wands, is someone who is certainly presents as being confident and is quite driven and ambitious as well. Nine of Swords, I'm interested. I'm drawn to this. This is about worries and fears, Aniket. So I don't know if this is you or it could be them, but it can talk about, I feel like it might be your energy here. The Nine of Swords talks about anxieties, worries, fears, maybe worried about how this is going to play out. And it's the promise with the Nine of Swords is that will be unfounded, and try to do what you can to kind of manage these anxieties. Yeah. It's no contact. Okay. So that's what's keeping you up at night, maybe. Yeah. Queen of Wands energy, though, I still feel like there's something here when this card appears. Okay. Um, there is still that attraction there on their side. There is still that kind of interest, I would say. But at the moment as well, there is something quite still about their energy. I feel very drawn to the fact, obviously, this is a throne that they're kind of seated in, but they are in that kind of queen energy of they don't want to. I don't see them any movement in making contact back out to you at the moment. So this may be a situation of just waiting it out. I don't know if you made your feelings clear, Annika, of when there was last contact, of who kind of decided that, if it's just a total block or if they're waiting for you to kind of make a move. At the moment, I feel more like they're just working on themselves. Hey, unicorn. Yeah, absolutely. That no one gets you. Yeah, it can be very isolating that. Not on the same page. I think unicorn, even though it can be so hard, I suppose the message, just to go back to that, was you're welcome, Annika, you're welcome. If you've made your feelings clear, then that's all that you can do. I would say Spirit has come through with that to try to manage your anxieties in the meantime. But their energy seemed to be more focused on themselves with that Queen of Wands. Um, I think maybe it might be a case of when they're ready that they'll speak to you. You're welcome, Jean. Thanks for being here. And unicorn, yeah, I think sometimes if you are, that I can completely relate to that feeling, and it can be just sometimes not trying to do everything on your own. I suppose trying to connect with people as much as you can. Hey, Claudia. Right, so let's move on. Who is next? So that was Aniket. Unicorn. Red. Judite, I believe, is next. So Judite, can you take a card for your energy, Judite? Absolutely. Thanks, Judite. So just what you need to know, Judite, yeah? Message from Spirit. Major Arcana, Judite. The Emperor. This is interesting energy. The Emperor brings like boss energy, okay? They are very direct and they really know what they want, okay? So it can be a situation where, so it can be currently or it can be coming in near future. So take what resonates with that. But the Emperor card is often about taking control of a situation, and needing to, it can be being quite tough even with people, and kind of you being the one to say this is how it's going to go, okay? So to be the boss, to be the leader, to be the person who is taking control and telling people how it's going to go. Now this could denote to many areas. So if it's a kind of one-to-one relationship, family, or in the workplace, okay? So tell you what resonates with that. I'm just seeing if there's anything else that I can get from this. I feel like there's more messages here. It's something about people like taking somebody or more than one person taking you seriously, Jedi. Oh, okay. I think that might be your end. Hopefully you can go back on this and look on this if the connection's a problem there. But I feel like it's important for you to kind of put that across to those around you about being taken seriously. And this is going to kind of help your cause, help your path. This person is like suited and booted, okay, in that boss energy, which I've spoken about with this card. Yeah, so I think it's important to lead with that energy at the moment. Like I say, it might be in a relationship or it could be at work. So take what resonates with that. Okay, moving on. Anne, this is for you. What's next in your career? Anne, give me a shout if you're still here. I'll pull it anyway so that you can maybe be able to watch it back. Hi, Claudia. connection okay? I'm just worried now that there's an issue with my connection. Hey, Samia. I'll move on to Anne. So this is a message regarding career for Anne. So Anne, this is absolutely cordial. I'll get to everyone's questions. With the free readings, I just do them in order. So I did see your question up before. And if you'd like to queue jump, say, or to have more in depth, it's the One Coffee link. But Anne, this is for you regarding career. Page of Wands it's really about taking a moment to assess. We see this person here who has this wand, which I feel like represents your achievements so far. Okay, again, we've had a lot of wands energy today, actually, and it's about really asking yourself the question about, with regards to career, if you are heading in the direction and of your heart's desires, so something that really inspires you and is close to your heart. Okay, something that fulfills you. So it's not just about a paycheck. Okay, it's something. This card comes with a message that it's possible to make money in an area that is also fulfilling and something that you're passionate about. You might already be in that, but this card is about taking a moment to check in with yourself and check in with your situation about the direction that you're going in. So it's not just like it's like you are in control of the direction that you are heading in. It's not just a stream that is carrying you. It's like that you have an input and you have a voice in the direction that you want to go in. With it being a page as well, it can be about new projects and sticking with that as well. If there's any kind of new beginnings here and that you've made inroads into following your passions, and this is really about sticking with that as well. Um, but I feel like the main message is about checking in with yourself if you are still on a path that in your career that aligns with your highest self and still inspires you and still fulfills you. And if there's any changes that you can make or intentions there that maybe need to be tweaked or changed in how you approach things and what you do in your career. So I hope that resonates. Hey, Aqua. Thanks for being here. Janavi, are you still here? I believe you're next. So it's Janavi, then it's Claudia, then it's Aqua, and then Samia. So Samia, that was Anne's reading. I'm just waiting. This is Janavi is next on the list. Then it would be Claudia, then Aqua, then Sam. Hey, Janavi. Is the connection all right for everyone who's here? So Janavi's question: how is the rest of the year in terms of emotions? Okay, personal. I'm working on controlling my emotions and being balanced. Let's have a look. So, Janavi, your emotional journey. Thanks, Claudia. Guidance for Janavi, please, regarding her emotional journey and the rest of the year. Oh, the Magician, Major Arcana, another Major Arcana, Janavi, which is quite amazing. The Magician. So we know this is often about energy, and I know that that's something that you practice. I feel like the first thing that comes to mind is that with a magician, that this kind of came up the other day. It's kind of almost like that you can manifest anything that you want if you put your mind to it and set that intention, okay? And the magician is somehow understanding and having a deepening understanding of that is in your control, and that you, so rather than say emotions just happening to you and feeling overwhelmed, it's finding a way, like you say, you are searching for balance and working on that. And I think it's about leaning into practices that help with that. So if that is, where do you find peace? Is it in meditation? Is it in listening to sound baths, Reiki, leaning on these tools, okay? Because it's like with a magician, we have all these like skills that you have within you, Janavi. Done a lot of the work already. I feel like you've done a lot of internal work and you've got a lot of self-awareness. And the magician is about being able to bring that, the intention, into the reality, yeah? So setting a clear intention or journaling, whatever does it for you, but being very intentional about your practices and being very consistent. And this is you, I suppose, really becoming the person that you're wanting to become. This is you in your ideal version of yourself. And what does that, I think it's about showing up every day with that intention. Nine of Swords is particularly about the Tower, okay, is the difficulties that you've been through. So acknowledging that you've been through a lot of emotional turmoil, so anyone would feel upside down emotionally, okay? So that's completely normal and completely human. That isn't anything that you've done wrong, okay? Nine of Swords is, I don't know if you do particularly have issues with anxieties and worries, overthinking, if that's something that you've maybe always struggled with, or maybe this Tower moment has certainly exasperated and made that worse. Kind of staying up too late at night, worrying, fears, or again, these manifestations that we've talked about, these practices, is trying to get on top of that, because Nine of Swords, again, making decisions from a place of anxiety is not conducive, is not productive, because it's coming from a place of fear. So yeah, I feel like it's like having that ideal version of yourself in your mind of who you want to become. What does she look like? How does she act? How does she feel? And leaning into the daily practices that will take you there a step closer. So the remainder of that year, I suppose, working on yourself, no matter what is happening around you. I mean, that's a message for us all, but I think particularly about, well, about either really our emotional life or the physical goals. It's about showing up every day with that intention. Hey, Nat Nat. Okay. Claudia. So I don't do yes, no questions, Claudia. So if they will contact you, that's kind of a yes, no question there. But I'm an energy reader, so I can certainly look at where they're at currently, okay, are, and what their intentions and feelings are with regards to this connection, okay? So I'll do that if that's all right. And it gives us insight into their kind of, their likely actions as well. Ask thoughts and feelings regarding this connection, please, Spirit. What's going on with them? Oh, we've just had this, the Magician. This can mean obviously different things for different readings. But in some ways it does bring a similar message about, I don't know, as Claudia, if this is, I'm going to pull one more card for clarification, but if you practice manifestation or if this is something that you can implement, okay, because it's about really bringing what you want into reality, okay, setting an intention again with this regarding this person and the outcome that you want. Something worth looking into, Claudia. It just kind of brings a lot more control and empowerment back to you if we're aware of what we're manifesting and what we're practicing. But I feel like this tells me more about you than about them, so I am going to pull more about their energy. Spirit, tell me about their energy. Six of Pentacles, okay. So I think you do practice manifestation, Claudia. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. So I feel like Spirit is kind of checking in and saying, don't question your manifestations as well, sort of to have faith and not to let self-doubt, which I'm sure you're very aware of. It's really important not to self-doubt kind of creep in with that, to hold that vision of what it is that you want. The relation, if this is romantic, I'm assuming in nature, the relationship that you want. Now the Six of Pentacles though, so this is their energy. And I do feel like this is positive actually, that you can see them coming forward with a gift, with an offering. So they do have something to offer, and I feel like energetically they are sound and are bringing something positive to the table, and you can expect them to come through. Okay. Now with the Six of Pentacles, it's also about walking that line with a connection about reciprocity, about equal give and take. So to be also, I do see them coming forward with good energy actually, in that this being a good balance between you and them about giving and receiving, if that makes sense. Like not one person is giving more than the other. Maybe this has been an issue in the past for someone, and that's why this is coming up and worth noting. If this is a fear on maybe on your part or maybe on their part. But I get a good feeling from them when we peek behind the curtain about energetically what's going on for them. The Six of Pentacles is balanced energy. It is Pentacles, which is ruled by the element of earth as well, which is grounded energy, which means it's genuine and it's not flighty energy, okay? It's grounded in reality and something that you can actually trust. And we see them actually coming through with a gift, which is maybe the offering of a relationship, the offering of a connection. So overall, very positive. And in the meantime, whilst you're maybe waiting for this to come through, it's not good to be in that waiting energy, is it? But just to keep focusing on the manifestation and practicing that. No problem, Janabi. Attended a work meeting. Absolutely, you can listen back. Okay, so who is next? Aqua, I believe. I don't know if Aqua's still here. I read for them. You're very welcome, Claudia. Guys, if you could drop me a like if you enjoyed the live stream, subscribe if you haven't already. I do go live regularly and do the same, the free readings and the in-depth. So if you enjoy it, please do subscribe so you'll be notified when I go live next. I'm going to read for Aqua because Aqua is here regularly and maybe they will watch this back. Let's have a look about an energy check-in on the move to Cape Town. The Hierophant. I feel like this is positive energy. It's a major arcana, so it tells me that obviously such a move would usher in significant change, and this is a very significant change in your life if it was what you were to follow. Now, the way to make this happen and what spirit is the advice when it comes to this, there's something about needing to really go by the book on this. So it's about really following the rules. When we see the Hierophant card, it's about really looking to people who have done this before and made a success of this. So kind of in a way getting everything in place, so setting yourself up as much as you can for success. So I suppose planning, prepping, doing everything the proper way rather than just say maybe doing it quickly and rashly, and maybe don't do it too soon. So get things lined up as they need to be as much as possible, and do everything by the book in a kind of traditional manner when we see this. And I feel like this is going to be the best outcome, and I really feel, I keep hearing, set yourself up for success. So yeah, don't be in any way rash, because I feel like that would come back to kind of bite you. So even if it means delaying the move or doing things a bit more slowly, that would be the best out in the end for you. Okay. So Samia, if you're still here, just a general, yeah. Thanks, Samia. What does Samia need to hear right now, please, Spirit? What does Samia need to hear right now, please, Spirit? Four of Pentacles. So, Sammy, this is about Four of Pentacles. We see this person here who has accumulated these four pentacles, which is the result of really kind of a lot of hard work and intention. So something that you've been putting your effort into. It can be directly to do with finances and career, or it could be a relationship. So tell you what resonates with that, okay? But it's something that you put significant energy and effort into. So spirit is kind of acknowledging that achievement. But what happens with the Four of Pentacles is that it can kind of get stuck in that there's now becomes this fear element of losing what we've created and what we've built. But in order to kind of get to the next levels, we need to kind of take some more risks again and put ourselves out there and maybe reassess our position, because the Four of Pentacles is kind of holding on a bit too tight to a situation, and it really comes again, like I say, from a place of fear and a fear of losing what we've achieved. And spirit is really encouraging you, obviously, self-preservation, but take calculated risks, continue to push yourself. If that's how it resonates for you, Samia, if you are feeling like you've outgrown your job and that there is change and a new job needed, if that's how it spoke to you, then maybe that's the next challenge. That's the next way of expanding your horizons. Yeah. More money, more opportunity on the horizon is out there. Maybe you already know that. A card for the next month. If you can watch it back, if you're not already here. You're welcome, Samia. This is for Nat. Knight of Cups. Beautiful. This could be the movement in love and romance that you've been waiting for, Nat, because this is Cups is related to, more often than not, romance and love. The Knight of Cups is an offering, an invitation. Someone comes forward here. This knight comes forward with a cup, they do have something to offer. And that's what really I do read it as. It can be alternatively, when we see cups, if it's not in the area of romance, it's just something that is about matters of the heart. But I do really feel like there's that, because we spoke about those two of wands, which you keep getting that kind of breakthrough that you've been waiting for. And I do actually feel like that this is an opportunity and an invitation, that is real and that feels genuine. Maybe something different to what you've experienced up now. And just follow this energy, it will come towards you. So you don't need to chase this energy. I know that you are already putting yourself out there, but it does feel like Knight of Cups has really good energy, and is genuine. So just allow it to come in when it does, to receive it, to be open to it, and to see where it takes you, to see how it unfolds. With the cups, it's ruled by the element of water, so there's that needing just to go with the flow when it does come through. But yeah, really nice card to see. Promising, like you say, promising. So I think that's everyone. So I'm just think I'll end the live now. I will be back on in the near future, so watch out for, if you're subscribed, you will be notified about when my next live is. So I look forward to seeing you all again soon, hopefully, but wishing you all the best and love and light.